Over 6 months ago, I uploaded this video titled "Is this the best hardware wallet?", where I'm unboxing and reviewing the Tangem hardware wallet. I've now been using the wallet for over half a year, so let me give you my broader understanding and insights and also answer the question, is it honestly that good? Buckle up, grab your popcorn and make sure that you stick to the end, because I have exciting news for those of you that are potentially looking to buy a Tangem hardware wallet and for those of you that already own a wallet. So the Tangem hardware wallet is a very light, sleek plastic card, and inside this card right here, or somewhere here at least, there's a Samsung chip with an antenna, and this Samsung chip is a EAL6 Plus rated, which means that it has very high security standards. And the firmware inside of the chip itself is confirmed to have no backdoors by the two independent companies Kudelski Security and RiskCure. And I also believe that there's a third audit on the way. So the card itself is designed to withstand dust and water and also hot and cold temperatures. Of course, it's simply a plastic card, so really what do you expect? And it's pretty much the same size as any other credit card or your driver's license, so it fits perfectly in your normal physical wallet, not your digital wallet, the physical one that you keep in your pocket. But I don't really advise you to keep your Tangem hardware wallet inside your physical wallet, and I actually don't advise you to keep any crypto wallet whatsoever on you, because for example, if someone gets off the knowledge that you have a crypto wallet on you, they could follow you into a dark corner, rob you and make you give them all of your crypto without your consent. And of course, that is not nice. So you could run with the solution of having two sets of Tangem cards. One set which you keep in your physical wallet that you don't have as much crypto on, that you can use for everyday use, like sending crypto in and out. And then you have another set of Tangem cards which you tuck away under some pillows or behind some books, where you keep the majority of your cryptocurrencies on. And while we're sort of on the topic of security, I'd like to discuss another feature that sets Tangem apart from many other crypto hardware wallets. A seed phrase is a specific number of random words, and these words resemble a key to access your crypto if you have lost your hardware wallet. So make sure that no one can see or obtain your seed phrase. And setting up a seed phrase readable for the human eye is basically unavoidable with the majority of crypto hardware wallets, but not with Tangem. Because with Tangem, you get multiple cards when you order. Like, you can order either 2 cards or 3 cards. You never get just 1 card. Therefore, if you were to lose one of the cards, you at least have 1 backup card that you can access your crypto with. And then when you've lost one of the cards, you simply order a new set of cards to always be sure that you have backup cards. Now, this is really a debate. Some like to have a seed phrase and some do not. Like, having a seed phrase could be an added layer of security if you're able to store it securely without anybody else knowing its location or whereabouts. Now, my preference is to not have a seed phrase with the Tangem hardware wallet, but please tell me down below in the comments, do you like to have a seed phrase or not with the Tangem hardware wallet? Moving on to another aspect, I would like to shed some light for the simplicity of the interface of Tangem. First off, the mobile app is very straightforward, and you can seamlessly send, receive or swap cryptocurrencies whenever and wherever, as long as you have one Tangem card with you. Because when you want to send some cryptocurrencies, you simply press send, paste in the wallet address that you want to send to, and choose the amount of tokens that you want to send. And then you press send and scan one of the cards. And whenever you want to receive some cryptos, you simply press receive, and you don't need to scan your card to receive crypto. Now, let me tell you about some of the negatives or downsides to the Tangem wallet, because unsurprisingly, there are not only upsides. And the first downside is that you cannot create multiple wallet addresses within the Tangem app. And this most likely isn't a problem for everyone, because most of you probably just want a secure way to store your cryptocurrency. But for those of you that want super super high privacy, you probably want to be creating like a new wallet address every time you send or receive some cryptocurrencies to not raise suspicion from the government. And the second downside with the Tangem wallet is that you cannot stake cryptocurrencies within the app, but you are still able to stake cryptos using Wallet Connect. You can just not do it straight through the app. You simply just have to connect to a third-party staking platform using Wallet Connect. Now, at least the in-app staking, I know that Tangem are actively working on, so that will be definitely coming in the future. And I also believe that you will be able to add multiple different addresses in the future as well. And I'll get into more on that later on in the video, why I believe so. And another aspect that I really like with the Tangem hardware wallet is that the app is kind of built like a hot wallet, like Exodus or MetaMask. But you can't do anything with your cryptos unless you have a card to scam. Of course, you can always receive your cryptos and check in and monitor price moves, but you can't send or swap any cryptos if you don't have a card to scam. So it's pretty much like having your cryptos inside a hot wallet, but with much higher security, because the actual private key that you do anything with your cryptos with is stored offline on the Tangem wallet. Just to clarify for everyone new to crypto, your cryptocurrencies are stored in your wallet, which is on the blockchain. And it is actually the private key which you access this wallet that is stored on the Tangem wallet, like the Tangem cards. So the private key is stored here, and this is basically the key that you open your wallet, which is on the blockchain, if that makes sense. And the code for the Tangem app is open source and ready for anyone to view over on GitHub. This ensures that if Tangem were to go bankrupt like the Tangem company, some other guy could relaunch the app just copying the code from GitHub, and that way you will always be able to access your crypto. Now, the firmware code behind the chip itself is closed source, which means that no one can view it except for Tangem, except for Kudelski Security and Riscure, which has ensured that there are no backdoors in the code. I'm trying to make this extra clear right now, because last time I did a Tangem video, I got a slightly frustrated comment. Now, I believe that the code behind this chip is closed source because it is a Samsung chip, and Samsung probably don't want its competitors being able to see right through the code, like right through the chip, I mean. Now, the wallet itself is very straightforward and easy to set up. It literally takes less than 3 to 5 minutes. And if you want a setup tutorial, you can watch this video right up here once you've ordered your Tangem hardware wallet. And when on the topic of ordering a wallet, I want to discuss the fact that the Tangem cards are very affordable when you compare them to other hardware wallets, which is nice, because it's always nice to save some cash. If you buy a set of 2 Tangem cards, it costs you 49 bucks. And if you buy a set of 3 Tangem cards, it costs you $63. And those prices are if you use the code Tashi with all caps, and then you save 10% off on your purchase. And if you don't want to use my code, it will be a bit more expensive. Now, when comparing to other hardware wallets, this pricing structure is actually really attractive. For example, the base model Ledger Nano S costs $79, and that model does not even support Bluetooth. You have to physically connect it to a computer via a USB-C cable. Now, you can either choose to go with 3 or 2 cards. It's like having multiple keys to your house, but instead to your crypto wallet. I think you understand what I mean. Now, for the first exciting news, unless you're colorblind, is that they're currently running a summer special where you're able to get the Tangem cards in multiple different colors instead of this just boring all black card that I got when I ordered like over 6 months ago. And these cards, in my opinion, look amazing. Like, I just have to stick around with this black simple card. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It still does what it's supposed to do, but it's always nice to have some colors and vibrance in your life. Oh, this turned into a motivational speech. Now, the Tangem ring is also right now available for pre-order, and it's probably the world's first ring that has a crypto wallet inside of it. Please drop a comment down below if you also want me to make a review of the Tangem ring. Now, before I answer the question if it's honestly that good, I just want to tell you some of the things that have actually improved over the last 6 months since I bought my first Tangem wallet. So the first improvement is that the seed phrase has gone from 12 words to 24 words. So this means that it's much more unlikely that a hacker is able to hack into your crypto wallet through the seed phrase option, which is of course good for security. And the second thing that I've gotten much better since I first got Tangem is the swapping mechanism inside of the app, because now Tangem is using Changelly, which in my opinion is much smoother and just better overall than what they were previously using. And the third improvement that has happened during the last 6 months is probably the most attractive improvement, because Tangem have added a lot of more cryptocurrencies, and they are actively adding new cryptocurrencies as new cryptocurrencies are coming out. And now you're also able to buy your Tangem wallet using crypto. And from what I remember when ordering back in January of 2024, I was not able to pay in crypto. Now, this goes to show that Tangem are constantly improving, which means that the downsides that I discussed before will probably be solved in another 6 months, because those problems are not really that substantial. Now, is it honestly that good? While there are some downsides, like you not being able to create multiple wallet addresses and the missing feature of not being able to stake within the app, there are also a lot of upsides. And in my personal opinion, the upsides definitely overweigh the downsides. Now, it should be said that I am a Tangem affiliate, which means that my view on it and my take on it is probably a little bit biased. Therefore, I'm just trying to lay all the facts on the table, like the upsides and the downsides, so that you can make up your own decision whether you think it's honestly that good or not. But my answer to the question after owning the Tangem wallet after 6 months is that it's still honestly that good. Now, if you have further questions about the Tangem hardware wallet, please drop them down below. I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. And I also love hearing from you guys. So please drop a comment down below. And while you're down there, you can please like the video so more people could see this content. Don't forget to use the code Tashi to save 10% on your Tangem wallet when checking out. Goodbye.